Hi, Bob Zimmerino here. As per the discussion about finger picks versus no picks versus thumb picks, someone made the suggestion of posting a video of your playing to demonstrate your technique. That's what I'm going to do today. Years ago, back in the 90s, I would be on stage and I'd be just getting ready to do a solo when my pick would fly out of my hands. And I'd be rendered useless because I was so dependent on that pick I couldn't play without one. I decided that I would try going without one for a while and see how it worked. It took me about 6 weeks before I felt comfortable enough to try it on stage, and now I can't even imagine going back. This is an individual choice, and regardless of what you choose to use, you're going to have to practice. That's just a given. I tried finger picks, but on downstrokes on strums I would often catch the pick in the strings. On upstrokes with the thumb I would often catch the pick in the strings. Either way, it would throw me off. I just kind of developed a style that works for me. I do sometimes use a thumb pick if it's a rolling picking song and that's all I'm doing, but oftentimes, like especially playing on a rock band electric stuff or even acoustic stuff, when the dynamic comes down, maybe the best thing I can do is make a little rolling finger pick part rather than the hard strumming part to keep that dynamic down. Makes it totally easy to do it. The other thing, somebody told me that they don't have the playing stamina with their fingers. They get too sore after about an hour. The same calluses that I developed from playing this way, I've developed from playing this way. I don't have that as an issue. I can play for 4 or 5 hours without anything. I mean, it's just fine. Somebody told me about using their nails because they want to get that hard plectrum sound, that hard plastic plectrum sound. And I understand that, but I think that if you get enough callus on your fingers, you can use the pad to do the same thing. Here's without the pad and using the nail. Here's with the pad, no nail. It's not a lot of difference. A slight tonal variation, but very slight. Again, personal choice. This song is called Before the Rising Sun. I wrote it in Tupelo, Mississippi in 2004, Elvis's hometown. But it's not a tribute to Elvis. It is a 1-4-5, which Elvis did a lot of, but it's more of a tribute to a couple of guys that lived just south of Tupelo, just off of Highway 61. There used to be a town called Robinsonville. I'm told it's now a casino with a different name. But Bucka White lived there, and so did Son House, and they had a visitor that came by named Robert Johnson. There was something about being in that area. It's Highway 61, I've oftentimes heard referred to as the Blues Highway, that inspired me to write this song. Before the Rising Sun. Ain't no better whiskey ever been distilled than the whiskey I've been making down in Robinsonville. Got to run up to Memphis, up Highway 61. Like to get where I am going before the rising sun. Daddy played the guitar, he cooked some shine at night, lost his eye in a juke joint, and he still won that fight. He was a rolling man to avoid a lawman's gun. Like to get where he was going before the rising sun. Had a gal in Memphis and one in Arkansas, a sweet rose in East Texas, and a half a dozen more. He was a rolling man till his day was done. rising sun. Mama says I'm like him, some paths you can't choose. I spend my nights a juking, playing these old devil's blues. Got to roll on up to Memphis, up Highway 61. Like to get where I am going. I like to get where I'm going. I like to get where I'm going. I like to get where I'm going before the rising sun. Thanks for listening.